He didn't want to go that night. Not to the restaurant, not to the blind date, not to the setup his friend insisted would fix his loneliness. Arman Halim, the youngest CEO in the city, stepped into the candlelit place with his usual emptiness buried behind his tailored suit. He was supposed to meet a woman arranged by his friend, rich family, high class, something that matched his world. But when he arrived, the seat wasn't empty. A girl with a simple dress, old heels, and nervous eyes sat there, clutching her phone like it was saving her life. She looked up the moment he approached, confusion flashing across her face, and softly said, "Are you Daniel?" He wasn't, but something made him sit down instead of correcting her. Maybe it was the tired sadness in her eyes. Maybe it was the way loneliness recognizes loneliness. He gently replied, "I think I am tonight." Her name was Ira, a girl who worked 2 jobs just to keep her younger brother in school. She wasn't supposed to be there either. Her friend had forced her into this blind date, telling her she needed 1 night to breathe. Ira talked shyly, hands shaking, apologizing when she laughed too loudly, saying she knew she wasn't the type of girl men liked to sit with. Armand listened, really listened, for the first time in years. She didn't know who he was, didn't ask about business, didn't care about his money. She asked him what made him happy, what scared him at night, what he wished people understood about him. No one had ever asked the CEO those things. Hours passed like minutes. When the waiter brought the bill, she panicked, reaching for her tiny purse, stammering that she could pay for her part even if it meant going home with nothing left. Arman gently held her hand still and said, "Let me take care of this one moment. You've taken care of everything else tonight." When they walked outside, it was raining softly. She tried to run for a bus, worried she would keep her brother waiting. Arman couldn't explain it. He offered her his jacket, then offered her a ride, then ended up driving her home. Her neighborhood was small, broken, untouched by the world he lived in. Yet he had never felt more at peace than when he watched her check on her brother, whisper goodnight, and walk back to the car, thanking him for treating her like someone who mattered. That night he couldn't sleep. He kept seeing her smile, her innocence, her courage. The next day he searched for Daniel, the man she was meant to meet, only to discover the guy had skipped the date entirely. Fate had placed Armand there instead. Days turned into weeks. Armand found ways to see her, dropping by her workplace, sending her small snacks, making excuses to drive her home. She kept insisting she wasn't good enough for him, that she had nothing to offer a man like him. But every time she pushed away, he held on tighter. One night she finally asked, "Why me?" And he answered with the truth that had changed his life. "Because I met you by accident, but loving you, that was the first choice I've ever made for myself." People whispered, the world judged. Her background became a headline, but none of it mattered. Armand had spent years surrounded by luxury, yet never felt love. Ira had lived her life surrounded by struggles, yet gave him a heart richer than anything he had ever owned. The blind date wasn't meant for him. The world said they didn't match. Destiny said they were impossible. But love chose them anyway. And that night, when he finally held her close, he whispered, "Maybe the date wasn't mine, but you."